Hey Pia, my name is Geoff Roberts. I've just tonight won the Planning Champion Award for Australia, which I'm absolutely delighted about. I've won this, I think, because of my role in the development of the Metropolis of Three Cities plan in Sydney, but particularly the role I've played in the last 3 or 4 years in Western Sydney. Now, I think I've won this award because really, I have a technical background, but it's not my technical background that has really defined, I think, where we've got to in Western Sydney. Really, Western Sydney is probably the best example in Australia of a city region where the population growth has outstripped our ability to provide infrastructure for the people living there. And so what we've been able to do is to provide a strategic framework for Western Sydney in the Metropolitan Plan and the District Plan, but it's really the implementation of the Western Sydney City Deal and the Place Infrastructure Compacts that are really where we start to see real progress at a local community level. The biggest issue in Western Sydney is we have a job shortage of about 200,000 jobs. Now, we have the challenge of creating 200,000 jobs in 20 years in Western Sydney. So if we adopt our business as usual approaches, we're just not going to get there. Don't create these 200,000 jobs, then we are subjecting people in very high proportions to long commutes to get from where they live to where they work. Or we subject people to institutionalised economic and social disadvantage. So the Greater Sydney Commission was very determined to not allow that as an outcome. So consequently, the strategy of how we handle Western Sydney is included in the Metropolis of Three Cities plan, but really the giant implementation process to make that come to life is the City Deal. So we are developing industry attraction processes for the Aerotropolis and in particular for the medtech precincts in Penrith, Liverpool and Campbelltown. Now look, there's a long way to go. We are reordering how we spend infrastructure at the moment, which is around our PIC, our Place Infrastructure Compact, but we are determined to not build housing developments and then worry about the infrastructure a generation or two later. Enough of that has already happened in our country and frankly, particularly in Western Sydney. I think that's why I received the honour of the Planning Champion tonight. Thank you so much.